All right, young scholars, just a couple extra things talking this week's writing assignment, mini module Stasis Theory, looking through our assignments for the week. I've already gone over them in the overview video. So I'm going to focus here on the prompt and pre-writing assignment and a few tips for your actual writing assignment. So let's look here. This week, you are looking at stasis theory, which is the idea that before people can argue a topic or a controversy, they must come to some sort of agreement about what you're actually arguing. And the stasis questions of fact, of name, of character, of policy, those are to guide your conversations so that you can see where the controversy appears. Is it about the facts? Is it about the name? Is it about the character of the act? Or is it about the policy? What should be done? So for your writing assignment, you are going to choose a current controversy in our society or our world today. You could choose to focus on a person in a controversial act, or you could focus more on a controversial event that people would know about. So this activity asks you to go to some newspaper or internet sites, look at articles for an important person who has been accused of a controversial act such as sexual harassment, plagiarism, theft, murder, embezzlement, or you could look for a controversial event, something that's happened in the news or in our society that has created some controversy. You're going to apply stasis theory to this act. Are both or all sides arguing about the same questions? So you'll do a little research, find a controversy, then you're going to read a bunch of articles on different perspectives. Look at what various commenters say or how they define this issue. What do they call the act? Do they argue about the facts? How do they talk about the quality of the act, etc.? So this activity looks like this. Before you begin your writing, you'll complete a bunch of research. You can use the websites below that I've linked, or you can search the internet on your own. Select a person who has been accused of a controversial act or a controversial event that's in the news. Notice the bold here. You'll want to be sure to pick a person or event that there is actually a debate about. Don't pick a person or an event that has an obvious, clear right side to the argument. In your writing, you are going to then summarize. Are both sides asking the same questions? So using this document here, top box, you're just going to put in what is the claim or what is the controversy. This will serve to be your little intro. In this chart, you should be collecting info from the different articles and websites you visit. Who disagrees about this claim? And what are they saying about this claim? So here you'd put the author or group and what they're saying about the controversy. Then a different group or person, what they are saying, etc., etc. You'll want to find as many as possible, at least 4 to 5 minimum. Then in these boxes, relating to your controversy, you are going to summarize what are the people, sources saying in regard to this question or aspect of the debate. Note, there might not be controversy about the facts. It might be only a fact that this event occurred. And then you would just summarize, oh, pretty much everyone agrees about the facts on this controversy. Perhaps there's a question of definition. What are people calling this? We'll see in the example that often the controversy is about how to describe. Going back to the murder or the abortion example from the article you read, people against abortion call it murder, whereas people for abortion, they call it a woman's choice to do what she wants with her body. So what is the different language surrounding your controversy? Oftentimes, the definition and quality go together, but what is the character of the act? Are people describing it as morally good or morally wrong? And then, what should be done about it? Does the controversy lie there? Important note is that addressing all four of these questions, you are only summarizing. You should not be giving your own opinion at all. You're just summarizing what other people are saying about this controversy. After filling out the graphic organizer, you should then get going on your first draft. In your writing, you should summarize your findings as they relate to each of the four stasis questions and write a conclusion. So, actually, rewind. Remember, summary, none of your opinion. You're going to give your opinion in your conclusion. You can either summarize what happened to your person and evaluate whether the consequences were fair and appropriate. That's where those deliberative questions come in. Or if this controversy doesn't have a conclusion yet, you can propose a possible conclusion or possible policy decision that follows those deliberative questions. Is it legal? Is it expeditious? Is it possible? And what will the end results be? So again, your opinion only belongs in your conclusion. You can organize your writing. You're going to have a short intro paragraph. Then for the summary part, you could write one longer paragraph that summarizes all four of the stasis questions, or you could write four shorter paragraphs, one to summarize your findings as it relates to each of the four stasis questions. Then you could add a concluding paragraph. Quickly now, this video is getting a little long, but here is an example that introduces a controversy. Back in 2018, the famous actor Chris Pratt posted a video on his Instagram page about his excitement for the new hunting gear. Moments after he posted, people backlash. A lot of people don't like hunting. As expected, many arguments were conflicting here. Many people said Chris Pratt's got a right to hunt if he wants. Many people said hunting is bad, right? It is morally wrong. Notice we're talking both about a definite question. Chris Pratt, was he right to post what he posted? But we're also addressing a bigger indefinite question about, is hunting morally right or wrong? So note, this writer, the first question is about the facts. And then he goes on to summarize what people are saying about the facts. He determines that there's not much of a controversy about the facts here. The majority of this controversy is what is called. Is it called a young celebrity sharing his love for hunting? Or is it being called an act of murder of animals, right? So different there. Then he addresses the third question of character. Is it right or wrong for Chris Pratt to hunt? Is it right or wrong for others to hunt? Remember, just summarizing what other people are saying. And then the question of policy, summarizing what others say should be done about this controversy. Then the conclusion, where our young writer tells what he thinks should be a legal, expeditious conclusion to this summary. So I hope this helps looking at an example here briefly. Remember, you could always pause the video, read it a little bit more closely. This is a very standard student example. He could have done better, but he did a very nice job. Absolutely. I like the way this is organized. Take a look-see, young scholars. I hope that this video helps as you are moving into writing your stasis theory writing. Remember, summarize as it pertains to the 4 questions, then your opinion only in the concluding paragraph or paragraphs. Have a glorious day, young scholars. I will talk to you all soon.